So when all this is over, what does the Israeli government hope to control? And then if that were clear, then I think people would say, they could either live with it or they can't, but it would have a calming effect if people knew what the goal was.
So I would say the goal begins with, how do we deal with Iran? That's the biggie.
Yeah.
So the first is nuclear.
Yep.
We cannot have that.
Right.
And we can talk about it in this session, how bold it was for the president to send that letter, because many would not. And that's an important thing, but I'll leave it to the end. So it begins with Iranian nuclear, but most importantly, because Iranian nuclear, if they were to have a bomb, that would create North Korea in the GCC. We cannot have that. North Korea, where they are, has outsized influence as a very small nation. We can never allow someone to have a nuclear weapon and have outsized influence. That doesn't work. So if we can solve for that, which I'm hopeful that we can, and we can talk about that too.
Yes. The
next thing we need to deal with Iran is that they're being a benefactor of these proxy armies, because we've proven that that's not existential. They, for all intents and purposes, destroyed Hezbollah. So they're not really an existential risk. Hamas, same thing. The Houthis, we're in a conflict with them today. I think we'll prove that they won't be an existential risk either. But if we can get these terrorist organizations eliminated as risks, not existential, but still risks, they're destabilizing risks, then we'll normalize everywhere. I think Lebanon could normalize with Israel, literally. Normalize meaning a peace treaty with the two countries. That's really possible. Syria too. The indications are that Jelani is a different person than he once was, and people do change.